Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bambi's Breakdown where me, Bambi, aka Richard, is going to do another movie review for you guys today. Now today's movie, we're going back to 2018 and we're going to be doing BLINDSPOTTIng. This movie was excellently directed, by the way, by Carlos Lopez Estrada, and I want to bring his name out again because I just found out recently that he's actually the director for one of the new Disney animated movies, Raya and the Last Dragon. Now that's awesome, especially seeing him start at a low budget movie like this and working his way up. That's freaking awesome. I just want to say congrats to you, Carlos, and hope to see you do bigger and better things in the future too. Now the two main characters of this movie also acted as the two main characters and also wrote the script to this film. Now the two people that wrote it were Rafael Casal and David Diggs. Sorry if I said your names wrong. I'm sorry about that. But you guys wrote an excellent script. And let's get back to the story from what you guys are writing. Now this is basically about Colin, David Diggs' character, on his last few days of probation. You know, he did something in the past and he's trying to work through it. He's trying to be a better man and he wants to get past all of this. But he's also joined by his best friend Miles, played by Rafael Casal, and they kind of, they work together at a moving company, and you kind of see how their friendship plays on through the movie. Now, getting back to these characters though, we have, David Diggs trying to go on to, back on the right track. He's trying to do whatever he can to get to it. But his best friend, and I can say very, very difficult friend, Colin, stops him along the way a little bit because he likes to get into a little shenanigans here and there and just throws Colin back into that mix, which he's not too big of a fan of. One thing I wanted to point out too, back to the directing from Carlos. Dang, dude, I love the way that you directed Colin in this movie. It was so awesome. You kind of had him in a formula, but at the same time, the formula changed just a little bit, and you saw his character change throughout the days and change. Character arc was awesome. I loved every part of that. I just wanted to point that out real quick. But yeah, back to the story. So yeah, basically it's about Colin and Miles and going through their friendship and seeing who can push the limits to the next and things like that. But at the same time, David Diggs wants to be good. He's trying to stay safe so he can get to be a free man again. Whereas his best friend Miles is still doing the same shenanigans that got Colin into this trouble in the beginning. Now I'm not going to spoil this because I really, really, really want you guys to see this. I really do. This movie was just so good. And another thing, I feel like this movie shows a lot of what's going on now too as well. Because besides that main storyline, we see a bunch of other topics play on this, which is really cool because a lot of movies are scared to touch this. And I shouldn't say not as scared as much now at this day in 2021, but in 2018, even though it was only 3 years ago, this wasn't touched on very much, and I really like that he did this. So basically, they show gentrification in Oakland, which is very big. I've had friends that live there. I live probably an hour and a half away from Oakland. So I've had friends that moved out there and lived there for a while, but had to move back because of gentrification and things like that, messing up their rent, messing up their money, messing up their jobs, stuff like that. So that was really cool to see. Of course it hurts, people to this day. They're getting kicked out of their house and evicted and things like that. So it really hurts to see that, but at the same time it was cool that they took that upon, this movie, and they try to show what was going on, try to show an audience that might be blinded to that, or not even blinded, just don't know about what's going on. That was really cool. Also just about racial parts again too, because David's character is an African American, while Rafael Casal's character is Caucasian. And you kind of see the differences too about how, policemen react with them and stuff like that. That was a really cool topic to touch on too as well. Very dark in some moments. There were parts where I was just like, wow, this is hard-hitting, dark, not humorous at all. I love those scenes as well. One of the scenes that got kind of dark and real was the scene with Miles and Colin, where they kind of fight and they kind of show how one of the friends acts towards the other and how that put one of the friends in the position that he is in now and he is trying to get out of. And I really liked that moment, real realistic, and it was very awesome to see that. Very great writing once again by both the main characters. And then back to the rest of the story too. Man, one scene at the end, I'm just going to say that, is beautifully shot, beautifully acted, beautifully written. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But once again, I'm trying not to spoil this. Wow, that was just heartfelt. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was even emotional during that whole scene, holding my hands, gripping them and everything like that, trying to hold in some tears too as well, because it was so meaningful, so powerful, so great. And I want to give that to Daveed Diggs again for acting that part. Damn, dude, you're amazing, and I can't wait to see you do more. I loved you in Hamilton. You're in the Snowpiercer TV show, which unfortunately I just haven't caught up on yet, but I definitely am going to watch that because you're solely in it. And to negatives, they were very, very limited. Like, I was trying to, I couldn't really. The only thing I can really say is some of the humor and the drama didn't fit so well. Sometimes it'd be a very dramatic scene, very dark, very, personal, and you're trying to get into something, but at the same time, a random person throws a joke out there, and it doesn't fit every time. This movie has so much great humor in it as well. Like, the whole movie, I was laughing, crying, whatever. But the humor and the drama of this movie hits very well. There were just little moments where it was like, a random joke thrown out, and it kind of took you out the scene. Not completely, but just kind of like, wait, hold on, what was this scene about? You kind of almost forget. But besides that, this movie was damn perfect. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. I have it on my collection back here. I have so many friends that have it as well. And it's like I said, it's just one movie that not too many people have seen or nothing like that. I found out from one of my old roommates about this movie. I've been speaking about it from word of mouth and trying to get more people and more people and more people to see it. But a general audience, I feel like, has not seen this or even heard of it as well. And yeah, now they might have seen Daveed Diggs, in other movies and stuff like that. We have Carlos Estrada, but has already directed Raya and the Last Dragon. So, these people are moving on to bigger and better things. So has Rafael Casal. He's been moving on to bigger and better things as well, doing more movies with him. And that's very cool. But this is going back to their movie right here, and no one talks about it. They talk about their other achievements and the other stuff they're doing, but no one talks about this movie. And that's why I wanted to point out this movie today. It's just a very underrated movie to me, and maybe even not underrated. I know a lot of critics give this movie so much praise, but just not well known and not pushed around as much. That could be because of marketing and stuff like that. I totally understand that. Especially with small budget movies and things like that, you kind of get lost around the big movies. And it was 2018. We had movies coming out, left and right every week. I can understand why this got pushed down, But back to this movie, I just want to say I love this movie. Awesomely directed, awesomely written, acted, by the same writers and stuff like that. So good. And back to the, Rafael Casal and Daveed Diggs, I just found out too that they are actually really, really good friends. So that was cool, and you can see the chemistry in this movie while they're playing together and they're acting and they're joking with each other. You can see that it was actually like a real friendship, and even if they don't act like that in real life, you can see how they played into it and what they had to do to change how they felt and stuff like that. So that was really cool. I'm going to give this movie an A. Now, the reason I give this an A is because what I've told you before, only about a little bit of negatives. It's almost A+, but just those little bit of negatives, and I can't wait to see future things from all of these guys. Once again, this is Bambi. This is my channel, Bambi's Breakdown. Please like, comment, subscribe to everything. Share this around to your friends. I just hit 50 subscribers, and thank you guys all again. I couldn't be more happy about it. Thank you again, guys. Have a great night. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bambi's Breakdown, where me, Bambi, talk about all movies. So today, I'm going to be doing another contest, because the last contest I threw, you guys helped me out so quick. I really did not expect that, and you guys reached me higher than the goal I even told you guys to get me at. So now I'm at 50 subscribers. Thank you all that subscribe. I couldn't be more thankful and more, loving to everything. You guys are awesome. And for this one, I'm going to do another giveaway. I asked you guys a couple weeks ago on Instagram if you guys liked sci-fi or horror better. You guys all went horror. So today I'm going to be doing a horror giveaway. I'm going to be giving away Killer Clowns from Outer Space on Blu-ray, and also from Arrow Video, The Premonition. Both these movies I'm giving away. It's going to be the same rules as last time. I'll post the rules below, but it's going to be the same thing as last time. Please just share my video around. If you can, comment below too that said you shared it. Or even if you got me another subscriber, just let me know. Say, hey, I got you another subscriber, so-and-so, and I will add you to the list. If you guys can, get me up to 75 subscribers this time. I'm at 50. If you guys get me up to 75, that's when the contest will end. I will get all your guys' names that like this and shared it around. Help me get more subscribers and everything like that. And I will send these to you free of charge. And maybe next time the giveaway, will be sci-fi. But today you guys went with horror, so we're going with these. Thank you guys again. I love you all. Have a good night.